What does it truly mean to be intelligent? How do we recognize someone's potential beyond academic scores? In what ways might we be overlooking real talent by focusing only on IQ tests? In a world where academic performance and standardized tests often define success, it's important for us, as students, future professionals, and future leaders to recognize and value the many different ways people can be intelligent. Good morning, everyone. My name is CHEN ZI XIAN, and today I'm here to talk about why IQ tests are not the best way to measure intelligence. As a university student, I have read through research and see in my own experiences that intelligence comes in many forms like creative thinking, practical problem solving, and emotional insight, where all of these are often overlooked by traditional IQ tests. IQ tests are not the best way to measure intelligence because they focus too narrowly on specific cognitive abilities, ignoring the broader real-world skills that truly reflect a person's potential. In this speech, I will first explain the limitation of IQ tests, then discuss the impact this limitation have on individuals and society, and finally offer a more holistic solution that includes creativity, emotional intelligence, and practical problem solving. Now that we understand why this issue matters, let's examine the core problem. IQ tests measured only a fraction of what true intelligence entails. IQ tests are often criticized for measuring only a narrow set of cognitive abilities, such as logical reasoning and pattern recognition. Psychologists Keith Sternberg and Richard West argued that IQ tests overlook key aspects of rational thinking like judgment and decision making. Furthermore, research examining the origins and limitations of IQ tests reveals that they were originally created to filter educational access and often neglect crucial abilities like creativity, emotional intelligence, and real-world skills that are equally important in assessing an individual's full intellectual potential. This leads to several negative effects. IQ tests leaving individuals who excel in creativity, emotional insight, or practical skills feeling undervalued or misjudged, and ultimately causing society to neglect unique strengths and real-world capabilities. Psychologist Kaufman J. argued that while creativity is acknowledged in many intelligence theories, it remains absent from standard IQ assessment. This omission can result in underestimating individuals who possess high creative potential. Additionally, psychologist Robert Sternberg argues that traditional IQ tests primarily measure analytical intelligence and neglect practical intelligence. He highlights that practical intelligence is crucial for success in everyday life, and that is omission from IQ tests presents an incomplete picture of an individual's capabilities. To truly understand and value the full spectrum of human intelligence, we need a better way to move beyond traditional IQ tests and embrace a more comprehensive approach that includes creativity, emotional insight, practical problem solving, and critical thinking, so that every individual's unique strengths are recognized and appreciated. An article from PsychoSmart discusses the limitation of IQ tests in capturing the full range of human intelligence. It advocates the inclusion of emotional and social intelligence measured in cognitive assessment to better evaluate an individual's potential and promote a more inclusive understanding of intelligence. Article by Teacher Institute emphasized that by incorporating emotional intelligence and spiritual intelligence alongside IQ, we gain a deeper and more holistic understanding of a person's capabilities. Embracing multiple dimensions of intelligence allow for more inclusive accurate assessment of human potential, and better supports individuals in both personal growth and social contribution. With all this in mind, it's clear that we need a better way that doesn't just measure narrow cognitive skills, but embraces the full spectrum of human potential. In conclusion, we have seen that IQ tests fall short because they ignore critical aspects of intelligence, leading to undervaluing talented individuals and limiting society ability to recognize diverse strengths. However, by adopting a more holistic approach that includes EQ, creativity, and real-world skill, we can create a fairer and more accurate way to assess intelligence. An IQ score can never capture the full measure of a person's potential. We must demand better ways to recognize intelligence in our schools, workplaces, and communities that honors creativity, emotional insight, and practical wisdom alongside traditional measures. So when we ask, what does it truly mean to be intelligent? Remember, the answer was never meant to fit neatly into a test score, but to be discovered in the countless ways we understand, create, and make a difference in the world. Thank you.